Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, and welcome back. So today we don't have any particular rhyme or reason for the message today. We're just going to see what message it is that Spirit has for you. A message that is most necessary for you in this present moment. And this present moment is whenever you're clicking on this video. So first coming out, we have Volcano with Volatility. And we got this message a couple of readings ago. And it was speaking about just like a volcano with volatility, things are erupting. Now, the thing is what's erupting around you? Is it something of a good nature, or is it something of a not so good nature? Because with volatility here, things could be erupting all around you like this volcano, right? And with the volcano and it being fire, sometimes fire can be a destructive thing. So some things could be being destroyed. Now, destruction or things being destroyed and or ending is not necessarily a bad thing. When something ends or something, when something ends, something else can begin. So for some of you, this volatility is bringing in new beginnings of generosity. This is for some of you. Take the energy where it resonates. For some of you, this volatility is going to feel like everything in your world is exploding. So you'll have to decide what is emerging for you. For many of you, what's emerging is something good. It's going to feel like the birds are singing, the fresh newness of a new dawn. I just heard it's a new dawn, a new day. And most definitely after a volcano, there is newness that has to arise. But for some, that newness doesn't arrive right away. Remember, the lava has to cool, and then the ground has to replenish itself. Depending on where you are in the timeline, many of you are already in this stage of replenishment. You're in this stage of generosity, whether you're being generous or someone is being generous to you. And for many of you, it is happening right now in this present moment. This isn't something that's far off. It's like you have already gone through the volatility. The lava has cooled, and you're in this energy of a new day emerging for you. Okay? Now, for some of you, there are others, it is happening in the future, as you see there. And with this happening in the future, it's like you're at this stage where you're about to erupt. But how can you see this volatility and the value in it? As things feel like they're catching fire all around you and things are, I just heard, going to crap, that's for some. Can you see what good can come from this in the future? Volatility is the key word of today. But as I said, when something ends, when the volcano erupts, you've had that energy of the worst already happening. And for some of you, this is happening with your stability in family. For some things are drastically changing, like a volcano erupting. There's volatility for some of you within your family. Now, for many of you, this has already happened. For some of you, this is about to happen, as I said, with the upper world and future here. For some of you, this is your spiritual family with the upper world here. So for some of you, this is the family you were born into, that these changes are happening. For some of you, it's happening in this very present moment. For others of you, this is an event that is coming up. And as it's coming up, for those of you that it's coming up for, you're being encouraged to wait for important information with the oracle here. There is some guidance that's coming from your spirit guides, your spirit team, the Most High, especially with upper world here. This is of a spiritual essence for some of you. And with this volcano erupting, it's like I said earlier, some things are going away. When a volcano erupts, that hot lava destroys. So as it's destroying whatever needs to go, it's like you guys are saying, hasta la vista, baby. Bye-bye to the old, and whatever is new is going to arrive after the ashes have settled, after the lava has cooled. Then whatever emerges will be what's for you. And it's happening so that you guys can evolve. You have evolution here. So this volcano is erupting. This volatility is happening so that you can remove, say bye-bye to any obstacles. Any obstacles that have been in your way. A volcano, when it starts moving, it doesn't matter what's in its path. Everything gets melted. Everything gets burnt down. Everything has to say bye-bye and start fresh, start anew. So as these things are starting anew, it does allow for evolution, for other things to evolve. So many of you are having an essence of evolution in this present moment. And this evolution is just so you can realize that obstacles are merely lessons. And these lessons are taking you to a path of love. They're helping you to realize what you really need and what you don't need, especially with the Nada's rune here. So many of you have thought you needed certain things. I'm hearing material for many of you. And you did whatever, take it as it resonates. For some, not all. You felt in despair or frustrated because you weren't getting what you need, whether this is with family, because it could be family for some of you, or whether it was materially for others of you. What you're being encouraged to know as this volcano is coming through, that like attracts like. So if you are giving out generosity, if you're giving out generosity, then you receive generosity back. And that's also card number 23 there, which totals 5. So family was also 5. So when it comes to the structure and the stability within the family, for some of you, I'm giving you the messages as they come. Are you generous with your family? Or are you a bit stingy? Are you generous with your care, your nurturing? Or do you take? What you get is what you give. 5 here, 5 here, 23 and 5. Means that there's change that is happening. And we know that there is change that is happening because a volcano is coming through, baby, and it is clearing the path. As I said, for many of you, this is happening in the present moment. For some of you, this is coming up. But it's to know that like attracts like. Like attracts like. So with this hasta la vista, baby, here, that's card number 52. As I said, for some of you, this is spiritual. This is soul family, card number 52. Or you're learning a spiritual lesson in this moment. 5 and 2 is 7. That's all about that spirituality, transformation happening within your spirituality, transformation happening within you knowing that like attracts like, transformation happening within family, transformation happening within your needs. A volcano is coming through. Things are erupting. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Some things are changing so that some other things can come forward. And this change is bringing forth a soul awakening for many of you. so that you can have a new beginning. 8 and 2, 28. That's 10. That totals 1. That's that new beginning. As this soul awakening is happening, as this volcano and this volatility is clearing your path, it's allowing for you to start afresh, start anew, recognizing what your needs actually are for many of you on a soul level as you're having this soul awakening, as you are evolving, as you are recognizing that like attracts like. So if you're low vibrational, then you're attracting low vibrational people. If you're of a higher vibration, then you're attracting higher vibrational people. If you're giving generosity, then you are attracting generosity. Like attracts like. Okay? And for many of you, it's allowing you, as this volatility and volcano is coming through, to release restraints. As you release these restraints, it allows for your blessings to flow. Why? Because this volcano has come through and made a path. It's cleared things out of your path. And as it created this path, the water where the rain falls down allows for a river to be created. And this river will be a river of blessings for many of you. And it's because this path that this volcano is creating is guiding you. It is a path of illumination, the illuminated path for you to step more into generosity, for you to say goodbye to the things you thought you needed materially, and or for some of you, family, so that this path can lead you to a path of evolution. And this evolution is a soul awakening to a path of love. Like attracts like. So as you guys are feeling these, I'm getting for some of you, it's like you feeling like you're about to explode emotionally. Some of you feel like you're about to explode, not just emotionally, but physically. You want to literally like burst out and have an outburst. But you're being encouraged to have an attitude of gratitude, that even as this volcano is coming through and things are erupting all around you, having an attitude of gratitude brings in more things to be grateful for, because like attracts like. So even if you're going through a volcano moment, even if you feel like you're about to erupt, as you're erupting, you can still be thankful for the things that are being cleared away. You can still be thankful that there is information that is still coming forth about this evolving, about this soul awakening that you're having. And this volcano is, oh, that's a lot. I'm not taking that many. Give me less. This volcano, for many of you, is allowing ancestor healing. So it's like you're healing your lineage so that you can pull in more generosity within family, so that there can be a firmer foundation created when it comes to family, something more stable. Because some of you have been having a victim consciousness. Like, woe is me, things always happen to me. First it was a tornado, now it's a volcano, I just heard. What? Stop it. The victim consciousness is being encouraged to be released so that you can clear that out. That's what this volcano is doing. It's clearing things out so that you can start to unleash your creativity. As you're unleashing your creativity, for many of you, this is going to take courage. No, it's not an easy task. However, with this ancestor healing here, it's because it's for your family, it's for your tribe. This ancestor healing is card number 1. Do you see that? And it's happening because you have soul family, you have tribe, and it's causing a healing throughout your lineage. So this volcano is actually a necessity. Can you have an attitude of gratitude about it? Yes, Things are volatile around you. Yes, you're going to have to let some things go. But what's being let go, the things that you're saying bye to, hasta la vista, baby, the things you're saying bye to are just so that this path of healing can be illuminated for you. This path of generosity can be illuminated for you. And this path to release any constraints so that your bliss, so that your blessings can flow. When you're going through volatility and things are changing all around you, it is not the easiest of tasks. Yes, it does take courage. And for many of you, it is actually even going to take some forgiveness. For some of you, it's going to take you persevering through it. Persevering and actually knowing your self-worth. Because when things are seeming to be falling down all around you, sometimes you feel like I said, with that victim consciousness, like, woe is me, things are always, that rhymes, woe is me, things are always happening to me. Victim consciousness. Trying to get you to see that. Wait. Don't move the camera. There we go. That's better. Victim consciousness. You see? So as you feel like everything is falling down all around you, can you still find the courage to persevere? Can you find the courage to actually forgive? Forgive yourself for any mistakes you may feel you may have made, and the ability to even forgive others in your family, for some of you, others who you may feel like make things volatile all around you. Can you say bye to the victim conscious and still have the courage to move forward with family and or tribe, creating stronger bonds, releasing constraints, finding the illuminated path? For some of you, you're going to be receiving some messages from the divine, from Creator Source, the Most High. And for some of you, it is going to take putting in some work with the gardener here. Putting in the work to have the courage, putting in the work to have forgiveness, putting in the work to persevere through this. Because great things really are emerging if you can keep this attitude of gratitude instead of complaining, instead of feeling the victim consciousness. Can you put in some work to see that garden grow, to see things bloom around you, to persevere through this cycle? Because everything comes in cycles. So just as this volcano is erupting now, eventually the cycle of it calming down, of the ashes settling, comes forth. And can you put in the work to make healthier choices? Healthier choices about how to offer gratitude. Healthier choices in love for some of you. Healthier choices when it comes to life. Healthier choices when it comes to self-love. Healthier choices when it comes to self-care. Healthier choices when it comes to being happier. Knowing what your needs are on a soul level is what I'm getting from many of you. Having the courage to step forth and make healthier choices. To persevere even when it seems difficult. To still move forward even in this time of radical change. And this radical change, as I said, for many of you, it's happening on a spiritual level, on a soul level. Some of you are learning these lessons. Some of you are the teachers of these lessons through your family, for your family. It is time for many of you for a radical expansion. That's why this volcano is here and clearing out the path. So that this radical expansion can happen, it's a time for radical ways of being, radical ways of life, radical ways of thinking. And you can start collective star seeds, multidimensional architects, spiritual alchemists by granting yourself the freedom and the creativity to be you. It's time for you to unleash like a volcano. It is time to unleash. To unleash your inner rainbow and be unapologetically you. To unapologetically claim your heart-based empowerment as you're persevering through. As you're being generous to self and learning to be generous with others. As you're claiming your heart-based empowerment and radiantly, do you see how this tree is blooming? Do you see how this garden with the gardener has nothing but beautiful blooms and fruits all around them? As you're unapologetically claiming your heart-based empowerment and radiantly allowing your unconventional gifts to shine forward, to bloom. For many of you, you teach or you're learning or you've learned some lessons in spirituality. Some of you with this Hierophant card here, it's where you're waiting for important information. As you're waiting for this important information, recognize that you can be as big as an energy as you want to be. That it is okay for you to take up room, to step into the sunlight. Do you see the sun here in this picture? Do you see how the sun is emerging here? And it's like with this group, you guys are emerging into your spirituality, into a spiritual leader. For some of you is what I'm getting. Let go of any limiting beliefs. Let go of any stories. Letting go, you got that here. Letting go of the limiting stories, the limiting beliefs, and take up all the space you need to grow, to evolve, to expand. There is radical expansion happening for you, spiritual alchemists, for you multidimensional architects. As you're having this expansion, don't forget, I'm getting to have some fun. Remember, like attracts like. So if you're having fun as you're expanding, if you're having fun as you're growing, then you're attracting that same energy, more like, more fun. As this bold and radical expansion is happening, as your ideas and your creativity are being unleashed and the things that you are offering, having fun could be just what you need in this moment. Be the masterpiece of your soul and always allow your soul to be. That has been your reading for today. I want to thank you for joining me, Tonae Star, here. And remember to always shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you're still amongst the stars. And of course, always let your light shine bright. Thank you for joining me.